On February 15th, I died.
El 15 de febrero morí.
I know you're shocked. I am too. On February 15th, 4:30 a.m., I died. We had been working in the studio, and that day my spirit was very uneasy. And I remember telling my little sister and them, and I told them, I had a vision that God told me that the enemy would try to take me out on the road. When I was about to leave, everybody noticed that my spirit was not really the way I am.
No me sentía bien.
Andrew asked me to come to the studio with me. His auntie was supposed to bring him. And I told him, no, don't come. It's okay, stay home. Don't come. He's like, okay, Dad, he stayed home. Charles Jackson was with me, and Eva was with me, and Joed was with me, and a few other writers were with me. We were at the studio, we were working. When we finished, this is how I knew that Charles Jackson has become more spiritually sensitive, and even Joed. They came to me and they were like, Joed came to me and said, Pops, you want me to ride with you home? Remember, he drove. And he asked me, can I go with you home? I said, no, you can't. He said, are you sure? He asked me like 5 times. I said, no, you don't worry, I'm okay. Are you sure? I said, yes, I'm fine. It's okay. I'll be fine. Joed came and asked me, Pops, I will drive you anytime. Are you sure you want to drive? I said, no, I'm fine. They're like, please, let me go with you. I said, no, I'm fine. Eva asked me, I said, guys, relax, I'm fine. I knew if any of them went with me and something happened, the whole world would have said I sacrificed them. No, I know that. They're already calling me names. Oh, look at how he killed his own people for whatever. Because, listen, I know for a fact the day I leave this world is when my assignment is done. And I know how old I will be. Because God showed me what will happen after me. Just like Abraham was told, your seed will do this and do this and do this. I know around how I will look even around that time. So I'm not afraid of going to the other side. I'm not afraid to go home. In fact, I long for it. When you've had visions of heaven, you have had encounters with God, you want to remain. Remember, I taught you about black spots on the road. So I'm driving home. I am 2 minutes from my house. But in that area where that road is, there's some spirits that come to cause accidents in that place. If you're there, it doesn't even make sense how accidents can happen in that one spot. So I'm driving, and I'm driving in my Cybertruck, not even autopilot, I'm driving. I get to about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to my house. Something takes my car and pushes it.
Algo gira el timón y empuja el carro.
While I was in the car watching what is happening,
Viendo lo que pasaba.
you have to understand, if you've driven Teslas, they don't even let you go off the line. They will bring you back. They will steer you back. There are certain things that, like errors you can't really do. The car will correct itself. Completely went out of control.
Se estrelló
Completely. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing anything like that. Completely went out of control. Went outside of the road. I only prayed one prayer. I said, Lord,
Dije,
my life is in your hands.
ella está en tus manos.
Keep me if it is your will.
Si es tu deseo.
The car went off the rails. The only thing that kept me, if I should say, was a random tree
Un árbol.
that was on the side. If there was no tree there, I was going to go off a cliff, completely off a cliff. And if you know that if it's high, those cliffs are no joke. You go over, but the impact to the tree itself, no airbag deployed, which was very strange. I hit my chest, I hit my rib, the seatbelt pulled me. I still injured my rib, injured my neck.
Mi cuello.
If you notice a few weeks ago, anyone that saw I had like something reddish over here, it was from the seatbelt. But the way I hit everything, my spirit left my body.
Mi espíritu
I laid on the
cuerpo.
The reason why I know is because I saw myself outside of myself.
Me vi fuera de mí.
Died on the spot.
Morí.
died on the spot. I totaled a Cybertruck. How do you total a Cyber? The whole front gone. If you know those cars, they are armored cars. It's almost like, how do you even do that? The tree, almost, the roots were like it. I totaled the tree.
Destruí el carro y el árbol.
Totaled the tree. I'm telling you, it sounds like I'm telling you I died on the spot. And I saw myself outside of my body. And one of the holy ones was there. I think I probably was out of my body for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Because the concept of time doesn't really work the same. But I could see the timer in the car. And he grabbed me, he said, not yet, not time, not soon. Pushed me back into my body. And I breathed in and I came back to myself. I had slammed my head so bad. I still have scar tissue on my head because of the impact of how hard I hit my head on the steering wheel. When I came back into my body with a deep breath, my car called 911 by itself. And the angel of the Lord told me, take off your seatbelt. I took off my seatbelt. He told me, open the other door because this one won't open. But because of anxiety at that moment, I tried to open it. He said, open the other one. I opened the other one. I looked. I was literally like, if I stepped the wrong way, I would have also gone down. He told me, careful. I opened, I looked at my steps. I walked around and I came out to the other side. And within 2-3 minutes, highway patrol came and they looked at me. They were like, wait, how did you survive? How in the name of God did you survive this? Shocked. The ambulance came. They're like, no, we have to take you this and this. I said, no. I'm fine. They're like, no. There is no way you're fine. By how you look and by how this looks, you may have some trauma inside that you don't know. We have to take you. I said, no. Trust me. I am okay. They're like, man, you have to sign that you're okay because you don't want any liability. Remember, God already told me I'm fine. So I signed whatever I signed. I called my little sister Benny because I didn't want to panic my wife. I didn't want to panic anybody at home. She came, picked me up because I was only 2 minutes from the house. The towing company came and they were like, this guy is so heavy, like it took them a while to pull it out from that place. And they kept wondering, like, how is this possible? You're not drunk, you're not sleepy. I couldn't tell them anything. They were just like, yo, God is on your side. And then the highway patrol looked at me and he was like, I've seen you somewhere. Where have I? He looked at me and said, I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. I said, what do you mean? Because I don't go around telling people I'm prophet this. He said, I know you from somewhere.
El patrullero me reconoció.
I said, oh yeah, I saw you on ESPN. You were walking in with John. Oh, because I had my dreads open. It's like, oh, yo, you are that guy, John's pastor. I was like, yeah. Oh man, can we take a picture? I'm sorry. Gave me his number. He said, if you need anything from me or if you need me to contribute anything because this is crazy. He was shocked. He couldn't believe it. Like, no, but everybody that came was like, nah, man, there is no way. Then he came, picked me up, went to the house. I told her, shh. I went and I prayed. But that night, one of my phones completely broke. My wife had a dream that I had died in an accident. My mother also. So she was up praying for me. Everybody was up praying for me. You see how a prophetic family works. Amen.
Mi esposa soñó que yo iba a morir y oró por mí.
So I sleep In the morning, we have the servant leaders meeting. My wife comes and says, sorry? Oh, okay. My wife comes and says, do you have my other phone? Let me see. My wife comes and says, what happened last night? What happened last night? Because my car wasn't outside. Then I told her, okay, this and this happened. Can we, let me show you this. Yeah. So I said, no, I'm fine. Just a little aches. Came to church, did the servant leader meeting. Nobody knows anything. I told my son, let's go watch Captain America. We went and watched the movie. Then him and my brother-in-law insisted, and my mother, no, you just gotta go in. Said, okay, to satisfy you guys, I'm gonna go to the hospital. So we get to the hospital. The doctor sees me, and he sees that my side is inflamed. He said, listen, 99% chance that you punctured your liver. We need to go to surgery. I said, no, I'm not doing any surgery. I'm fine. You're like, okay, at least let's do all these x-rays, because even the way your forehead looks and whatever you may have. I said, no, God told me I'm fine, but it's okay, just to satisfy, because everybody was like, let's just do it. You're already here. I was like, all right, guys. So they poke me, they put some weird liquid that makes you really hot. And then they put me under this huge thing that went through. And he was like, how is this? Like, no, nothing. Okay, you have no broken bones. You just have some bruises and this and this and that. Whoever is watching over you is really watching over you.
Amen. Amen.
There are those who are waiting for you
Come on.
to die, to fail.
Come
Están
on.
esperando
But
que
God
mueras.
will never let you be ashamed.
Dios no te va a dejar ser
God will
avergonzado.
never allow you to be destroyed.
No te va a dejar ser
And
destruido.
God will never allow you
Y no te va a dejar
to go before your time. It's impossible.
ir antes de
Amen.
tu tiempo.
If it wasn't for God.
Amen.
Imposible si no fuese por Él.
If it wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God.
Si no fuese por el Señor.
If I was immature, they did witchcraft against me. I know nothing can touch me.
Si fuese maduro, pensaría que
I
era
don't-
brujería.
They did this. Who's gonna do anything to me? Try.
No me pueden hacer nada.
It's not gonna work.
No funcionará.
And nothing will work against you.
Amen.
Nada va a funcionar hacia ti.
Nothing will touch you.
Nada te va a tocar.
Nothing will touch your children.
Nada va a tocar tus
Nothing will
hijos.
come against your children.
Nada vendrá hacia tus
Nothing
hijos.
can happen to you.
Nada te puede pasar.
Absolutely nothing.
Nada.
Oh yeah. This is the Andrew found the other phone, because this is the. Oh, you took a video of it. That's interesting. That was the phone that was on my hand. Completely crushed. In fact, my finger, this finger had like blood on it, and they had to poke it so that it all drains out, whatever. But God's protection is real.
La protección del Señor es
If
real.
God be for you, who can be against you?
Amen.
Even in death, you are not out of God's reach.
Hasta la muerte no está fuera del alcance del Señor.
Even when you are down, you are not out of